now that should fix it. Another issue, folks. Again, this is updating all it is. It's trying. YouTube Live isn't the cohesive stuff that it technically should be. So I click on this and just adds off. Why is the ad off? It really shouldn't be off. Recommended it. That's off. Yeah, folks, I apologize for all this late start scene and everything else. That it's all set up on Twitch side, but when YouTube decides to schedule it, when I told it to schedule, it pulled up the last event, not the new one. So that was a bit of annoyance on my end, but it's a little bit annoying on my end. I'm making sure that the YouTube side of things is live, open, and it's actually currently with the current setup and the event that it's stated in. I just don't get why the ads are off during the stream. Hold it to have it on setup. Is something I have to do in OBS? Tell it that ads have to be on and monetization is on for this thing? Anyone? Live action. Hit. Yeah, monetization on. Automatic. There we go. Okay. Now live is now on. Okay, there we go. A little tricky at best, but I think we got that. I think we got it. Let me just double check things again. We can start like in a few moments here, folks. Multi-streaming is a fickle mistress. I'm just making. I'm double checking everything on my end for YouTube, at least to see YouTube side. Then YouTube now should be seeing ads. So it is. Okay, so the monetization is on for that one. Okay, we're good. Okay, we are good to go on that front, folks. Believe so. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's get to this. Let's get to the stream itself. Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? YouTube and Twitch, how's it going? Alexman here, and welcome back to what will be session 2 of OpenGuessr for YouTube. It is still technically coordinated with the time of our stream on Twitch. That is session 29 of OpenGuessr. For those not know what OpenGuessr is is a free-to-play web-based application in a little bit different from GeoGuessr. OpenGuessr is free-to-play, and what it is that we have to find our exact location right here within a span of a mile. If it's within a mile, it's a win. If it's not within a mile, it's considered a loss. Now, the rules I have stated again: within a mile to win. And I cannot look at anything else like Google or search anything outside the view window you see here in front of me. So, by all technicality, we basically have to see what we can do and when. So, if I look at something, it's considered a loss. But those in chat, if you're looking at the screen in the stream itself, you may be able to help me. You might recognize something I may not. So please note, I would like to see you guys able to get involved in some fashion as well. But I don't have anything on the YouTube side, anything for sounds, but you guys should be able to hear this. If we consider it a win, where is my sounds? My sound's not popping up. Here, boards. Oh, I turned those off. Whoops. Hold on. Get another hiccup. Sorry. I forgot to turn those things back on. Let me turn on the sounds because basically that. I forgot to turn my voice sounds on. My sound alerts need to be turned on. Let me turn those back on real quick. Looking a little concerned, like, where is my sounds? Like, I actually had them turned off. Alright. That's in play. Alright then. Now that we got that in play, I'll just reset those things here. Come right here. Alright, now back onto the game. If we consider it a win, we get this sound. And if we don't get a win, or we get lost, or we get in some sort of shape of fallacy, you have to play this sound. Alright, so with that being said, I need to hit the aforementioned nut here to separate the our score tallies. Put the nut there. Alright, then begin, folks. Let's enjoy the festivities, enjoy the road trip as we try to figure out exactly where we are. And we'll be playing, I'm playing Nintendo music, Mario Kart 8 music tonight. So if you guys are listening to that, I hope you guys are hearing that there. But anyway, let's start things off. We are in the United States edition, and we are New London Utilities. That might be the town we're in. And a bit of a field. I'm assuming it's Iowa, because it's always Iowa. Let us see here in some fashion. Railway tracks. That's not a highway. We're on the outskirts of a small town, it looks like. To East Main Street. Is there a sign that could tell us what town we're in? That is actually a major highway, it looks like. Well, let's see, let's get into town and see if we can find the average location. Because now, let's see, the fact that tonight it started us in a town is actually quite rare. Because every time you open up the web browser, it always goes to to the thing here. Also, I'll put this in here as the I'll put in the address here for those curious for the website. If you guys want to play this yourself, you don't have to join the website, but you can play along if you so choose. Put this right here for mole streams. So that, guys, on YouTube, you can basically go to the website there and you can play this for yourself. Let's see what we got here. Class of 23. New London High School. So the town name is New London. That is we have that confirmed. New London. So, but where is New London at? New London Fire Department. Okay, we have more confirming. But I don't know the state right now. I got a post office. There's a city office. But that does not tell me the state, though. Not tell me the state. So let's see if we can find around a... What I'm trying to look for now, since this town's not next to an interstate, it's most likely I need to find the state it's in. Iowa! Hey! You know, I said Iowa at the start, and now we're in Iowa. So now that we know our locations, we have to pinpoint on the map somewhere. Welcome back to Iowa, everybody. For those not on YouTube and everything, Twitch is always, on the session beforehand, we always got stuck in Iowa. And so it's only fitting that we get stuck in Iowa yet again. So now I need to find where New Iowa is. So now I know it's New London, Iowa. I need to know kind of like the rough location where it's at on the map and see how much we go. So I think it's a highway on the outside of town. So if I jump there, then I should be able to hopefully... Oh, okay, I saw County Road X23. That is not a good sign. county roads mean absolutely nothing. Let's see, what's this road? County road, county roads. Oh, okay. There are 4 roads to consider when you're basing an OpenGuessr, folks. For those of the United States, there are 4 roads to consider: interstates, state routes, U.S. routes, and county roads. State interstates are the best because you can see them far off of the map, as well as U.S. routes. State routes are a little bit hard to find, as they are in round numbers, and sometimes they can only show up when you're very close zoomed in. But if you're saying, like, for county roads, and it's for Henry County, you have to zoom in all the way in and hope you find it. And also the fact that the county roads are not the most helpful, because you may be on Henry County on X23, but when you get to another county, that X23 turns into 17. So in order to basically help me out, in order to find New London, I need to find a U.S. route. Or a state route that I can basically pop into. That's the thing about it. Now, if you guys are, if any viewers are from Iowa, you know, if you know New London, please let me know. Always like to learn how new stuff, how states run their cities, such in whatever location. Let's see. I was hoping this would take me to a U.S. route, but it looks like it is. Oh wait a minute, it's turning. We have New London, Iowa. I just don't know where it is. I could look around here, but again, New London could be a town very small that I would have to zoom in pretty much like this to find it. So if I know if I can find a big city or an interstate that's nearby the town, that would be very grateful. Okay, I'm not getting anything from here, it looks like. I'm gonna go a little bit further, but I'm not gonna get back. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Alright, let's return back to town. Alright. Now we're back. We're gonna follow this way in and see if we can find another route the other way. Because maybe we can find a U.S. route somewhere on the opposite side of town. That would be the most prevalent. West Main Street takes it out down here. But it's not a U.S. route at all. It's still kind of old U.S. 34. Cool. Here's 34, which means old 34 is somewhere around here. There's Creston. So U.S. 34, because we saw this road here, that's what we're looking for. So we might see it nearby the current route, because usually the old and new routes don't differ very too far away from each other. So if that's the case, then we might be able... Oh, look at that! There's New London! Right there, folks. There we go! Ha ha ha! We found it! Found our first location, lads. So now it's really depending on how we get close enough to it. We're right almost to the same. We're like right in front of this water tank and the New London utilities, which is right here. Because there's the water tower and there's this right here. So, or at least a tower of sorts. This thing. But I think we're gonna pop ourselves right here and go in 3, 2, 1. That's how it's played, folks. And that is a bona fide win. Okay. It didn't log me in. It count me as a win. We'll have to set that up. Hold on just one moment. Get back there. It should log me in every time. I know it should. I gotta win though. Hold on a second. I reset for a second. There we go. Now I got my interstate. Alright, now it locked me in. Now I actually get my experience in. Because again, you do level up in this game. Let's take a look. But that was indeed a win. So, we didn't hit this thing, so a win is a win. Alright, here we go. Round 2. US 22 we're on right now. Alright. Alright, US 22. That doesn't help too much, as we're in the middle of a field or abandoned area. But we know that US 22. And that man said, yo man, hope your Saturday is doing well. I'll be lurking while I'm moving stuff. Hope your stream will go well. Hope my stream hopefully will go well. It had a little bit of a hiccup at the start with multi-Twitch or a multi-stream. I have to worry about the scheduling of my stream on YouTube, because when I went live 5 minutes before the scheduler, it popped up the old event rather than the new one. So technically speaking, that's something I need to learn. And if I schedule something, I have to schedule it currently. I have to go live after that event triggers. So that way I can say, hey, that means the event is active, and it will actually keep everything. Because it started up everything without the stream without being monetized on YouTube. So I have to fix that up. Unfortunately. Cincinnati Zestu. Trying to find a town. We were on US Route 22, and it looked like there is a town somewhere nearby. I think I saw a water tower. I thought I saw a water tower anyway. So we'll see how that goes from there. That could have just been a farm of some kind. US 22. Like, I could probably find it somewhere on the map somewhere, but I don't know. But if I've known about 22, well, we got Rushville. What was this? I saw the green sign earlier. Pull back a little bit. All right, Rushville. Rushville's the town, or at least the township. Let's see, what is this? What's the actual sign say? Rushville, birthplace of Benjamin R. Hanby, composer of Darling Nellie Gray. That's another. Oh, but don't look where we're in. Rushville, Ohio. You can tell by the sign shape. Yep, there we go. Sign shape aplenty. So at least we now know we're close by. We're not in this town as our starting location, but if we find Rushville and Highway 22, we'll be in a good standing. So here's 22 right here. So if we find Rushville, we should be in good standing. But like I said, Rushville is a corporate area, which means it's most likely a very small area outside of a town of some kind. So I'll have to zoom in more to hope we get like these smaller cities to show up. What? No. Alexa, stop. Hey. I did not say her name. She wants to be part of the stream. Let's see here. Summerette. White Cottage, Southville. We are going, technically, by going this way, we are heading westbound, so I'm gonna see if we have to go all the way across Ohio. We'll start off on the west side here, on the east side, and see if we can get to somewhere of that sort. Hopedale. Oh, that's a real depressing town now, isn't it? I hope Hopedale, Hopedale, please bring some hope. We need it, like now. The Winterset. We have Center. There's Cambridge. New Concord, Norwich. Pleasant Grove. Well, we're obviously not near a major town, though. Rushville might be a small, incorporated town. Is that 22? That turns to Highway 40, so where did 22 go? 42 is down here. Go down there, we got Darlington, Futon, Futonham, and East Futon. I think they should just combine the two towns. Now we're gonna get West one. I'm sure these guys are fine cities. There we go, Rushville. So we're heading west, so we most likely hit it like right here. So we're technically not in Rushville, but that's where we're headed to. And so now we're technically in our location. And we're heading west. So it only gives a difference that we were going up a curve. And we saw this sign. Heading Fairfield County, leaving Perry County. Let's see, we go up here. There was a big old farm field on the left side before we head to a bend with trees. Let's see, Cincinnati. Thinking that might have been it right there. Because again, we're heading westbound, so by looking at the map at the top, we're looking at it from this direction. Well, actually, no, we're going full on west right here. So, we could be... The fact that we're in the middle of trees, that's the biggest thing about this. We're concerned about trees on both sides. And I do see this white picket fence right here. That's on the left, looking this way. So, only imagine that we are... I'm assuming that's where we are right there. Because that path on the left there just works too well for that to be right there. And it is bending, which that's what that does. We're encapsulated in trees. And if we go up a little bit this way, there's a building right here, a little abandoned building, which is this right here. So I think we're in the right spot. All right, we go. 3, 2, 1, guess! And that's a win! Huzzah! Woo! Woo, 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 woo! I have to mark that as a win, baby! Another sunshiny day! Alright, round number 3, let's go! We have to beat our current record, which is 8. Oh, hi, Google R. How you doing? Oh, bull! Oh, gall. Well, we had two quick rounds. Now we're in the midst of what OpenGuessr loves to put me in the middle of a desert with nothing to see. Gandhi Highway. I did say we were in the United States, as the map says it down in the bottom right. As long as it's marked that says United States map, you're not going into like Canada or Mexico or anything else. You're going to Alaska, Hawaii, the continent of the United States. That's basically it. So, hopefully, we do not get stuck in the desert very long. Man, I really would have hated the Google person who had to drive all the way out here with this. You have to go out of the Gandhi Highway. All the way out in the middle of the desert? Yes. With minimal water. Are we going to die? Most likely. Get on. Man, this is... You know, I wouldn't be surprised this is the Valley of the Dead. Or Death Valley. Wouldn't be... You know, I would not be surprised. But what even is this road? We're being here for a while, folks. This might be our first loss. If we know we're... Yeah, this one's going to be tricky because there's no landmark at the starting location. And unfortunately, I can only go one screen at a time. I'm clicking out as far as I can, and hopefully for the best, that will be the camera. Like, you don't have to film everything, Google. Like, come on. You always get stuck here in the middle of a desert. Still, no sign of civilization. How long has it been? 33 days, sir. 33 days. We've been traveling constantly. I'm surprised we're not out of gas yet. Ugh. Well, we're on a different height. Well, we lost the car. How is this considered a highway if it's not paved? You know, that would be kind of a cool idea if they could even incorporate it. Try to mimic, like, the area that was in, like, in older times. You know, not the current, like, 2026 time. But, like, say, oh, this is an area that was, you know, in 1980. There are some images from the first time Google did this are still active on the map because they didn't go back out to re-record the footages of it all. So there are times where the game, or at least the Google Map API, will most likely put us in a time period that is a lot later. Here we go. We finally have civilization. What do we? Oh no, signs. Garrison is 12 miles. Iskadale is 4 miles to the left. Well, that's a tricky. So 12 miles is straight off, see if that's a bigger town. When we go 4 miles this way, I don't know what these are. I would imagine these are campsites. because the wooden sign, the brown sign, kind of indicates it is a state park thing. But I don't think I don't think anybody in their right minds would want to make a campsite out here. We could go 4 miles that way. I wonder if that's it right there. That Escade. You know what? We're gonna find out. Down the road we go. Come on. Oh, the Google didn't drive down there. Ah, that stinks. As you can see, I can only go wherever the arrows allow me to. So Google didn't even want to care about what was down there 4 miles down that way. So that's the unfortunate measure, folks. All right, let's go into here. Oh, there's a Google card. It's back. Vengeance. Oh, now it's gone again. No! I want to see the car. What is it? Looks like we're getting to some farmland now. I mean, how is... Now, that's impressive to turn into a desert like this into a plain where they can grow stuff. That's why I assume these around here are farms. It only makes logical sense. But we still don't know what state we're in. We don't know what the road is, except for it's a Gandhi highway that's full of dirt. Which means it's a county road. Another county road. How quaint. For those watching, if you have any idea of where this Gandhi highway is, you can always help me. But bear in mind, though, you have to make sure you didn't really search it up or something on Google, because that would technically be helping me through Google. Like, if you know what it is, like, maybe it's California or Arizona, because that's, our desert region. That wouldn't be... Let's see here. Oh, we got a sign here, a major sign. This. Loose gravel. Speed limit's 45 miles an hour. Oh, I see it. We see a normal road. I see a normal road. Go! We've been traveling on this road for miles. Gandhi is 29 miles the other direction. Mount Moria Stone, 12 miles. Crystal Ball Cave. What is 435? That's AAA, but I wonder if that... Because the numbering code is something I need to keep remind myself on. That helps out a lot. Let's see. I see a state. I see highway routes. Let's see what's over here. Ooh! Ooh, boy, I think we know where we are. We're in Utah! Wow! Oh, hello, Utah. Welcome to the stream. Our first ever Utah. Okay, this should be a little bit easier. At least in theory. I'm more familiar with the Utah signage and everything. Highway 6. This is Highway 6. Highway 6 is right here. Eureka. We're all the way out here, looks like. Rushville. We have a county road of some kind that's Gandhi's highway. It's all the way out here in the middle of nowhere. We're somewhere out here. I think that's where we are. Somewhere out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. And you can tell why we're in Utah is because of this sign here. That's the state route number. US 6, and US 6 is in Utah. So we go right here, South 159. And there's Garrison, right? Yeah, it was. Garrison. Alright, we have a town. Well, if we find Garrison on Highway 6, then we'll be in town. There's Goshen, Eureka, Silver City, Jericho, Lindell, and Delta. Highway 6 ends. Oh no, that still continues. Let's see, is there a Garrison out here? There has to be, if there's a case. Highway 50 was out here, but that's also Highway 6. But I didn't see it. Did I see a 50 on there? Oh yeah, it is 6 and 50. Okay, so yeah, we're somewhere out here somewhere. So we need to find is Garrison Road or Gandy Highway. And guess what? Those are county roads. Which means we are going all the way here. It's Old Highway. I mean, we gotta find... There's the corridor road. Should be kind of... We didn't see a number on this at all, so should be... Grand Army of the Republic Highway. I did not realize that was the name of the location. We have a four-way conjunction here, so... Highway 257. How far do we have to go? We can try to zoom in all this way and see if we go this way, because we were heading south on that location. So we're heading directly south. That means we have to be on the vertical side of things, right? But no, 50... But no, see the fact that 6 and 50 meet up at Delta, and then they combine. We have to be somewhere... Okay, so no. The road we're on, this road right here, this is going north and south. Maddie Beth, how's it going, buddy? Finally made it to one of these streams. How's it going? Hi, welcome to the stream. We're playing OpenGuessr. We're stuck in Utah right now. Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Doing another multi-stream here. YouTube is also watching this too. So, welcome to all YouTubers and Twitch streamers. Twitch guys all around. So, the Transamerica Tri. That's what this is now called. Let's see. We got science here. Delta is 88 miles away. Hinckley is 82. Well, at least we can tell from this direction, we're going towards We're going this way. So we are on this side. Yep, there's converted. This looks like Utah. It is Utah. Because we saw the state. I saw the state route number, 159. So if I find 159 out here, then we'll be good to go. But we know that we're somewhere close around here. Oh, there's Garrison. There it is. I see it. I just saw it. Okay, Garrison's right here. There's 159. We keep going up this way. We'll hit the highway, and here's our highway. Here's what we started on. Now is going to be the fun part. Look how far we were going. There's nothing out here. Because when we started, we're all the way out in the middle of nowhere. So we're closer to some mountains over here. So and those mountains are looking at us from the west. So, how's it going, Maddie Beth? Hope you're having a fantastic day and night. Hope you've been enjoying your Saturday. This is the tricky part now. Because I have to see, the mountains are right here. And I don't think, we didn't get a bend at all. We did not get a bend at all. So... I mean, if we go back a little ways, it doesn't help because, unfortunately, we're on a car and we can't see behind us. Okay, so at least I can tell that's Nevada over there. We're like right on the border of Nevada. So I'm hinting to imply we're right here. Or maybe like right here or something. That's what I'm kind of hinting at. That's not exactly. This might be our first loss. I was not expecting our first time being in Utah in the middle of a desert. Okay. looks sandhilly enough, right? That's my only problem is I gotta figure out where these mountains are. And the only thing I can see that's close by is this, but we're on a straight path. We didn't hit this bend right here, so we're not really in front of here. We're more like closer to right. I would imagine we're close enough to like right here. I would imagine this is where we are. This has to be. Because if we go any further, we hit the farms. And there's SKL cutoff road right here, which takes us to the SKL dairy. Oh, so it's a dairy. Oh, is it? It's a town. Eskildale is a town, and it even has its own high school? It has even its own name, its own dairy. Wow, that's shocking. Okay, well, I think we have to be within a mile at least. If the game says we're further than a mile, we have to consider it a loss. So, I can only assume that we're probably like somewhere around here. That's all I can think of. What do you think, guys? You think we should guess it right there, or we should go a little bit further south? Because there's a lot of straight paths over there. I could probably tell from terrain that there are mountains right here, but we didn't hit a bend at all, did we? I don't think we did. I'll go up a little bit further up this way and see if we can get around this. But I don't think we hit a bend at all. No, we didn't. I'm going a little bit further ahead, see where we go. I mean, if we hit if this bends, that means we're... Oh, yeah, it is bending. Yeah, okay, good. That's awesome. That means we're right here. That's great, because we're in front of mountains. I see the turn right here. That's where this is. Yeah, we were beyond the turn. So, that stated, we're in front of these mountains right here are these guys right here. We go up a little ways and we had a bend to the left. So, I'm going to guess it right here, folks. Now, if we get a loss, it'll be our first loss on stream. Now, here we go. 3, 2, 1, activate! Well, I say that is a win regardless. That is not a mile, though. 303 yards. This could be slightly inaccurate at times, so... what do you guys think? You think that counts as a win? We're pretty much on the doorstep of it all. That's where you guys come in on chat. It's like, did we count that as a mile yet? Because this can technically be inaccurate at times. So, I know I clicked the road, but it put me off the road. But not only that, though, I want to say it's a win. We're virtually basically on that doorstep, so... But Maddie, do you think that's considered a win for us? That we got that close? Or we count that as a loss? So I have to mark it. That's the question. What do we choose it on? Do we choose it to be win or loss? I consider it a win. It's the same street and only slightly off. All right. Maddie Beth said it's a win. That case in point, we have to be given our very fancy Chinese Day. Win number 3. All right, round number 4. Oh, good. Well, at least now we've been in Ohio, we've been in Iowa today, and now we've been in Utah. So that's 3 different states so far. And oh no. State Highway F. We're in Missouri. No, 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 please, no. Ah. Oh. For those not know about Missouri, Missouri, Wisconsin, I believe Iowa has it too, and I think Minneapolis, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Missouri, and in some cases Texas, has a different highway system than everybody else, where there will be numbers, but there will also be letters. So they'll be like, so you'll be on Highway H or Highway F, and they're considered state highways, but also county roads in its own right. So it can be quite the confusing layout. And more often than not, the more I can see is that usually Missouri is usually the one that's got the most letters in the state. Wisconsin, I think, is a quick second on that. I won't know until know it, but at least say Highway F or either in those those states. Iowa, or not, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, Missouri, or Texas. I highly doubt this is Texas. I think I'm 100% believing that this is Missouri. I just don't know where in Missouri. And if you can read the colors of the state of the license plates, then yeah. But license plates are blurred out for me. It is rich farmland, so I would imagine it's somewhere here-ish, because it's more flat, but I need to find a town. That is my only help, right? That's my only hope right now, is to find a town. We are going northbound, so the road is, again, the road we're on is basically going north and south. So we'll have to see about that. But Manny Beth, have you ever played GeoGuessr or OpenGuessr before? Have you ever tried it, if I may ask? Because this game is quite the different state of affairs. Because it has the most realistic graphics of all time. I mean, look at this. PS5 and Xbox could manage this. Well, you have played it. You're decent at it. Ooh. Might have to get... If OpenGuessr had a better co-op, I bet you and I would be really good in a stream together with it. Able to figure out and get angry and figure out, oh, this is not Missouri. It's this. Super realistic, man. Top of the line graphics, man. Tell ya. Let's see. Highway F. It just now dropped the state highway now. It's like, ah. We're still going north. Hoping that we do hit another road of some kind so we can have a designation called out to us. There's one thing I think that sometimes they don't see is the signs on the side of the road or anything. Because technically, if I was playing this like on Where in the World, I'm better than Andros at least. I think streaming with others would be awesome. I think so too. I do wit that this game does have a sort of multiplayer function, but it's dueling only. There's no case in point co-op. Unless one person's controlling the entire screen and everybody else is talking into it. That's the only thing I can think of. I mainly only do USA because that's what that's where I'm best at technically. Most of my friends who got me into this type of game genre, they play in the worldwide. So they play in places like Italy, France, also, you know, in Japan and South Korea. And they are top tier. Like they can do no move, which means that you can't move at all. Which you can set this up too as a no move as well. So we're getting close to a town. Yes. But like my friends who play this, they know they'll look at the buildings. They'll look at the buildings and say, "We are in Italy." Right here, they point on the map, and it's like, and it's almost guaranteed, almost like 90% accurate. I'm like, how do you know that so well? So we're in the town of Dawn. Is our town name? Oh, yep. Missouri. Junction 2. See that? That would confuse the heck out of me. All right, you're on. Just turn on. Head north on F, and then you have to turn right at the C. Oh, what? Now, my understanding that I think Missouri did this to make it more of another kind of super highway for trucks to get through, so they didn't have to, you know, get stuck anywhere else. But still, why letters? You know, they could have had like 1C, 2C. Ooh, we're on F, too. Oh, yeah, we're on F. F and C. Oh, thank goodness it wasn't you. Junction Route 36, 5 miles that direction. Alright, we need to know... We need to find a post office here in Dawn. But I'm not hopeful about Dawn having a post office. The way this is already looking, this looks like a ghost town. 3D home, repair plumbing. I think the building needs more repair than everyone else. Yeah, we're a great business. Yeah, but your business is falling apart, literally. Well, these are still a modern... That's like the... Okay, that Pepsi vending machine is the most modern thing in this entire town. I knew this probably wasn't going to be more helpful. See, oh, Google did go down here. Yeah, I feel bad for Dawn. It might be sunsetting on their end. Dawn Federated Church. Well, at least there is... I mean... I guess if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle, I guess there's no... You couldn't do any worse than coming to a town that looks like it's almost slightly abandoned. Not to mind for those who are actually watching this from Dawn. I'm not thinking anything bad of any location. It's that from... Oh, wait. Is that a post office? That is a post office. What? Dawn has a post office. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. Missouri! Hello. Called it. We need to find Route F and C. And that's going to be a fun one, because now I need to find him. So, okay. We know our location. We know Dawn's our control city. We know we're in Missouri. So now the only problem is that we need to find a major road that's not the letter C. If that's the case, then we can find it. We can find pretty good. So we're going to have to go on... Oh, what was that? What was that? I saw a highway sign. Ooh, back. There we go. Oh, come on. Seriously? This is why I don't like Missouri. Yeah, just turn left at double D. But what about D, sir? No, I mean double D. Turn left on double D. See, for me who has not traveled in Missouri, actual real life, but driving through it isn't too exciting either. You get so frustrated. I'm gonna stay on C because they said there was a junction somewhere up above that's like a few miles from here, I hope. I said my only hope is that, because this is considered a county road to me, so it is really horrendous. I really would love an interstate, because that would help me out tremendously. Or a state or a US route, that'd be awesome. At least, Maddie, there is... there is Maddie, there is the most offensive intersection in the entire United States, and it's in Missouri. There is literally a, there's an interchange, or intersection between two roads in one town. I think it's like Fort Cole, I think it is. But there's literally a Highway F and Highway U. And they have it considered F on the left and U on the right when looking down that way. So, technically speaking, if you say it too fast, it's now the most offensive intersection in the entire United States. I have the picture on my Discord. Of the location of that. It's so... And this is why we don't have lettered roads anywhere. Because this would happen, oh boy. Would you love to have a business right on that intersection? And try to say your location, or your location of your area? Not trying to swear at somebody? Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Come on. Oh, there are times where Google loves so many pictures they didn't want to go anywhere. We're gonna stay on C. That's my only major consideration right now. But now we're going back into dawn. Well, technically the same direction as dawn. Maybe I should have turned on double D. Maybe. We still got we have to find a major road or something so we can bounce off them, because we know we have F is our starting location. We found City of Dawn. We know it's in Missouri. I need another road, because F and C do not help me in the slightest. Like, I would rather see, a US number. I would love to see a US number. Or an interstate, because interstates are the easiest to find. Alright. And see, this is sometimes my record technically is 9 on my within a 2-hour span, but that's only because some of the locations I found were very easy to figure out. But when you get into stuff like these states, is that interstate? I see a highway, 36. See, here's the thing though. Missouri also has numbered state routes on top of the letter system. Okay, we have at least have a direction. We have to find Highway 36. That is going, at least in some portions, going westbound. Or no, eastbound. We're looking at the east. There's 36 right there. So now we need to find is C somewhere, and hopefully for the best. Well, that's good. Let's go up here. We have Dawn. I am shocked it is mentioned that Dawn is 6 miles away. Knowing how the state of that town was, I'm surprised that there is a miles marker for it. So we have Chili. What's that? Chili? Chili County? How do you even say that? Well, let's see if we can find those. Utica is the closest town. So we're on Highway 36. If we find Utica, we should be in good standing. At least that would be helpful. It's like pulling up a map. Alright, where we are. It's like, you guys remember back then, before we had GPS, before we had the phone, that we had to pull up an atlas. We had to pull up the maps. They were free most of the point at most gas stations. They're like, here, you're gonna need this. We are looking at this going west. Or maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong direction, but I don't know where C is. I'm hoping just to find at least Utica or... I say Dawn is technically 6 miles away from this location, from the, this Bird City McDonald. There's the state there's the state board right. Oh, we're in. Whoa, I went all the way in Kansas. Oh. I went too far. Oh no, I lost 36. There we go. Okay. I went over too far. I was all the way in Kansas. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. So, Hamilton, Mooresville. Oh, there's Utica. Aha! Found it. Okay. And then there's our Highway C that we were on so vividly. We go down to Highway C. Highway C is right here. And there's the town of Dawn. That is not very big. Let's look at that from the satellite. Yeah, that's not a very big town. But now we're on Highway F, so now we need to go back to F. We're back, we know where we are. It's now just a matter of time to find where our location is. You see how I suffer through this? So, we have a county road number 130. Let's see. Can we not? That's 424. And look at 430 here, and it's going down each time. Well, that's going up, though. 430. Let's live 430. I'm saying CR. What the heck is the CR number? I know we're not that close to that area. We're probably all the way down here. Here's F's other side. And see, look at this right here. That's another C route. We set a C route on the opposite side of F, and we have one on the outside. See, that's how confusing this is. And I'm like, why? Why do this? Why give us such a not very good numbering system? Or lettering system for that matter. This is horrendous. There's 120. So we should be seeing 130 somewhere. This is not 130 though. We passed it somewhere. There's 120. And that's our county road right there. That's why that number is in the square box. So there's 130. That's stupid. They hide it behind a 712 number. So we are basically right here. We're like, yeah, we're like right on the edge of this field, like right here. Alright. Now it's time to finalize our location. We know that this is 130 right here. We can see the dirt path right here. This little dirt field, which is this right here. We see the trees right here, which mimics this. I think we're in a good spot for our fourth round. If I recall, we're in round 4, I think. It's always spaced at what round we're in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're in round 4. Alright, so round 4, do we think this is... I think this is our location. I think we got it. That's what I'm assuming. I think we're in the ballpark. I'm gonna guess it. 3, 2, 1. Win, baby! Oh, snap! Win number 4, baby! Win number 4. Ooh. Alright, let's not be in Missouri for next time. Let's see what's round number 5. Wisconsin 80. Oh, we are in Wisconsin because that is WI. Wisconsin, baby. It almost seems like Missouri and Wisconsin are buddies. Alright, we're in Wisconsin 80. That's State Route Wisconsin 80. State Route 80, so... we need a town. That is our best bet right now. We got... Trunk? Wisconsin 80 Trunk. So, Maddie, you said you played this. Do you normally just play the United States, or do you do, like, different countries? Just out of curiosity. I've tried Australia once. And I will be doing Australia again sometime. But I want to open a little bit of both. Oh. Like, I've tried the world. I've tried, but it's like, at that point, it's like, I can't read that language. Luckily, there is a website that tells you, like it's plunk.net. That basically will help you with geo-guessing guides. And I'll tell you, it gets to a point where it's like, all the signs are slightly altered in some fashion, but they all look the same. But if you look at those light poles up there, that tells you where you're in. Thanks, Wisconsin. That does not tell me jack squat. That's 5th Street. Yeah, so, and is there a town nearby? No. And give me the town. Just give me the town, dang it. This road trip's getting weird. Road trip away. Aha! We found something. It is the unincorporated area of Finley. Is that considered like not a town or something like that? Like, I would imagine it's so. It's like it's unincorporated or region or township. And guess what they like to do? See how I'd say about Wisconsin also loves their little letter signs? Yeah. I hate it too. So in Finley. And then there's our Wisconsin symbol. If this didn't get you away. There's a VR version of this game called World. But they don't give you this indicator on the ground here for anything. So you have to go by the quality of the image of the VR headset or the VR image. Wisconsin is one of the states I've never been to. I've only been to it once. We basically we also avoided, I think, was a tornado alongside it. We were heading back. This was like around 2003 or 4. We were heading back from Sandusky, Ohio, because we came back from Cedar Point. We were driving home. We were going to head back and see the Mount Rushville on the way back, but we took I-90 back. But that's all we did. We didn't spend too much time in Wisconsin. We just took our trip to I-90 back and then head south once we got closer to South Dakota and took off the route there. Went to was it Dells? I think it was something like that. But it was we didn't get to taste any of the cheese that was in Wisconsin, so I can't really confirm if Wisconsin cheese is good or not. But still. It's not the weirdest thing I've seen in the world though. County Line Road and Grosky Road. Okay. I would have loved to have another big road that can connect off to. That would be great. So Finley was our unincorporated region. But that's something I'm really concerned for. I was really hoping there would have been a end road work right here to begin with. No, they just left the sign there. Just a paddock road. You know, that would be the most prankful joke of all time. You basically put a construction sign down. It says road construction ahead. And then at like 3 miles in or something like that, you see end road work. And there was nothing there. And you have to be confused on it. Like, what were they working on? Or maybe they realized they have permanent signs and they didn't take them down. No. Because like... I hate when you get to construction sites because they always limit the road down to one lane, and there's always Zimmerman. You know, you get to that point where it's like everybody slows down, and for some reason it just speeds back up, and you can never figure out what caused the slowdown in the first place. I hate that. Don't you guys hate that? You get into like rush hour or some of that sort, or you get into there's a construction, but you don't see nothing. There's no sign of slowing down. There's no thing off of the side of the road. No police cars. No nothing. But for some reason, everyone just slow down, hit a bottleneck, and then just speed right up, and it just baffles the heck out of me because like then you look around like what caused it. Wow, this road really stinks. Maybe we should turn around and go the opposite direction. I mean, we're heading northbound, which is the good thing. But unincorporated doesn't really show up on the map very well. Guess we could try looking for the town of 80, but since this is a small road, I highly doubt it's going to show up on the map unless we zoom in really close. I always saw Finley, that's all I know. And this road's going north and south. was hoping we'd find another town. Wisconsin has a lot of towns. Well, that's taken 26. Is that sometimes you can see the Google when they took the image, and sometimes it'd be like, you know, like 10 years in the past. There's 2019 right there. So what we're seeing is basically something that's happened in the past. I'm starting to think I need to go around. I think I turn the other direction, see if I get anywhere, because I'm not getting nothing going this way. Yeah, we're gonna hit back. We'll head back to start, and we'll go in the opposite direction. We're going south, dang it. Maybe we'll find a good look. Let's see. Oh, look. Oh, there was a sign right there. All this could have been avoided if you just went backwards. That's 12th and 9th Street. We must be in a town of some kind if we're getting these street numbers. We must be. There has to be. Wilderness Inn Bar and Grill. Well, I guess we'll head this way and see if we can find out where we are. Hoping there was you know, wasn't seeing much. We had to see Finley. That's it. But I would love a actual big town. That is what we have. We do have the option to do a refresh. I only use it only once per stream because it's usually when we get into a spot where we get like nowhere. And we also I have to fear of the black screen. There are times where you'll click into a section of the map and it'll black out. And I can't get out of it unless I go backward the way I came. If I'm stuck in between two roads without any way to get around that black screen, I can't do anything. That would be considered a loss. I really wish I could go further than one screen at a time. Oh, what was that? That was a road sign. 11th Street. I would really hope for an actual town. At least I can at least look at it. Look at it from the map. Have a little bit of ease of access. Wisconsin, this is why some people go crazy on your roads. Because not only do you accepted the idea of the lettered road system from Missouri, which we all knew that was a bad idea from the get-go. Oh. We need tangents. If we're clicking like this, I'm gonna need some tangents here, because this is getting ridiculous, and we haven't found any life on this road at all. There's no sign of civilization. How long's it been? 33 days, sir. Oh, I thought I saw something. No, this is another tree. I spy with my little eyes something that screams. A tree, isn't it? Oh, how would you know? The only thing here. It's the only thing we can see. The nerve of it all. But like, what were like some people's like favorite road trip games? Like the counting game. What was it like the counting game of like count how many cars you had, and if you got like the colored number car or something like that, where it's like, I chose white cars, I chose red cars, you know, and you had to go and click, and you had some arbitrary number, and you play it like blackjack or something like that. So if you go over 21, you've lost, you know, or something like that. Like, oh, I remember doing that. I remember having a game like that, like I was a kid. But I, for the life of me, can never recall how it was fully played or what was the rules for it. I can only imagine it's because we had nothing else to do. We didn't have a Game Boy. Well, technically, I did have a Game Boy. But trying to put anything on that brick and the Game Boy Advance without a decent set of lights above you, you were not playing that thing at all. To Far Numb Drive. Well, I know my fingers are far numb. You see, I've been on my hands have been stuck on a mouse, and now they're all getting, stiff. They are numb. How far numb? That numb. Ah, I see. Are we finally seeing civilization? Yes. We are in the town of Nista? Nista. That how it's named? Nece Da. Home of the Peccadillo National Wildlife Refuge. Well, we have a road name and we have 2 towns, technically. Nida. Ista? Nida? Something? Okay, now we see the actual good letters here without being blurred. And it's a small town after all. Hey, look, there's a police officer. Police officer, please help me. I am lost. I am stuck here. Trying to find a location that is about probably 20 or so miles away from our starting location. We're finally, folks, we finally found civilization at long last. Yes. I feel like I need to play this, and I think that is a perfect sound for it.
1 hour later.
Let's see. Oh, my switch turned off. Oh, my switch turned off. No, I wanted to play the music again. I knew it was getting quiet. Hold on a second, folks. I'll be right back. Turn the switch back on. I have to hit the Joy-Con. I have my Pro Control up here, but that's about it. Play more music. There you go. My music is now back on top. Alright. We found Nizda. Junction 21. We have junction. Okay, here we go. We have 21 that we have to look at too as well. And 80. But we knew 80 from the start, and 80's been going vertical. I was really hoping for interstate, though. That was my only hope. Ah, here we go. New Lisbon, Columba, and Toma. That doesn't really help me when I have to find 20. 21. Then we find 21, and we'll find 80. So we got to... Now it's time for the actual... Oh man, my hands, no. My hands been clicking for so much right now. It's now like I have to rest my hands. Lafarge. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Happy to see you once again. Hey, oh, there's 8. Oh, dang it! Oh, I got excited when I saw 8, and the first number was 8, but it was not a 0. I saw like, oh hi, 81. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. I see 23, I see 22. Now, you would think that, they would put the state routes, from left to right, bigger this way, up there, But no, they didn't do that. Only the interstates go from odds vertical, evens horizontal. Only interstates does that. Nothing else. Oh, there's 21. Okay. That's good. There's Columbina. There's Nita. And there's 80. Yes! We found it, lads! We finally found our road. There's our road, folks. Oh my goodness, there is literally nothing here. We were like in between right here. Because we saw Finley, which was just an unincorporated area. I figured that would be it, so... yeah. Alright, so now it's gonna be the fun part. Welcome to the fun part of basically trying to find out the exact location in between this area that has trees on either side, and you can't tell where you are. And it's gonna, and oddly enough, it's gonna show us this in a dead zone. Oh, great. Alright. Let's see, do we have any terrain that might help? No, terrain does not help. All I know is that 5th Street was very close. Go up north. We have to find our first road that's crossing it, which I think it was 5th Street. If we find 5th Street, that means we can look down our location. Man, I thought OpenGuessr was supposed to be a stress-free game, and I'm seeing Alexman 47 panicking and going mad. Is this a cursed game? Will we ever see civilization? Will Alexman finally find peace at long last? So there is a dirt road off to the left there of some fashion. Will civilization hear from us again? Will civilization hear from us again? When's the last time you saw him? Well, sir, he got in a car, and last time I checked, he was on Wisconsin 80, and I haven't seen from him since. Okay, we were pretty far away from Highway 5, from that 5th road. So that is not helping us, so we need to go the opposite direction. The opposite direction would be 7th Street. If we find 7th Street, then we'll be in the ballpark. I see a sign up there. It's green. Well, sir, everything is green. There we go. That tells us a lot of stuff right there. We're closer to here. Yay! Yay! We're getting closer, lads. We are getting closer. 9th Street. Yeah, right here. 12th Street, technically. So... anyone's guess is as good as ours at this point. We are closer to Sprague than anything else. And unfortunately, they took this image when it was in fall. Which does not help me in the slightest. This is gonna be tricky because we went a little ways down and we got here. I suspect we're closer to this side. Can't tell. I mean, they have an opening here, so it could be here. So I'm seeing this opening this way. But really, it could be anyone's guess at this point. Oh, man. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. I was hoping that this would not be the problematic I would have thought it was going to be. So now it's going to be the fun part. Is to figure out exactly where we are. I'm going to have to go with my gut on this one. We're closer to Sprague than anything else. And I see it's going around this side, and that's the only thing I can see on this side that does that. With thick trees on the outside. Could be at there too. I mean, there's a lot of thinner trees here, and it's more open. Could be right here. Yeah. I think it looks like dead trees to me. Well, that's not unfortunate. That's what it is because the topographical map shows it that way. I want to say that's it. I'm gonna take a guess, folks, right here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is it a win? No! Dang it. I was right the first time. Oh! Oh! That's more than a mile. It says 560 yards, but I don't agree with that at all. I picked that spot first. And I second guessed myself. Oh. Well, chat, what do you think? Do you want to count it as a win or a loss? That is that's the question right now. I was on it first and I moved away, thought that was different, but I was on that spot to begin with, but I second guessed myself. I mean, you did second guess yourself, but I think it's a win. You think it's a win? Right? Jury out. Maddie says it's a win. We'll count this as a... we can count as a win, but to me, I think that might be more than a mile, but even though the OpenGuessr could be that, but... So, it's gonna... We'll give a win, but also I'm gonna mark it as a loss too, just to indicate that it's in the middle. So it's a mixed bag. And if you guys watch on Twitch or on the YouTube side of things, on the aftermath, if you've gotten this far and such, leave a comment down below and see what you agree on, if it should have been a win or a loss. But that was round 6, I think. Oh, I lost track. Let's get past the nut. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was round 6. All right, round 6 is done. That's up in the air. So let's go to round 7. Round 7 gives us this. We're in the middle of, at least they put us in a town. We got a grain town. Let's see. Back into the main roads here. There's a main road here. Oh, I bypassed it. Wait. Texas! We're in Texas. And how do I know that? That right there. FM roads is farm to market roads. They are considered the county roads of Texas. So, yep, we're in Texas right now. But what town and what area? Well, if it didn't count it, there's a Texan flag. So, let us see here. That takes us out of town. I don't want to be like that. We need to stay in town is what we need to do. Oh, look at Bacon Street. Oh, yeah. Bacon. Bacon Street. Oh, I love bacon. Doesn't everyone love bacon? Who doesn't love it? Well, vegetarians. True. But still. Let's see. We are near Houston. Oh, that's a nice bonus. We're near Houston, Columbus. Columbus, I think, is a suburb of it, I think. There's only one Houston. And we have Route 90. There's Route 90, so that confirms we're near Houston. So, but we're not in Houston, from my understanding. So, donuts! Yes! Finally! I finally found a donut shop, lads. All right, let's get some donuts. Pull off to the side. We're getting donuts. Let's see here. Casati flowers. Need to find a town name. What is that? What's your guys' favorite kind of donut? Do you like the maple? Do you like only glazed? Do you like chocolate? Do you like having those little bitty sprinkles on it and everything? I personally am the more favorite of the maple bar. Because it feels like it's the biggest. Oh, and also apple fritters. Apple fritters are, and bear claws. Those are awesome. I haven't had one in forever. I've been trying to lose weight, so I've been like, I can't have a donut. But when you see a donut nearby, you're like, I gotta have one. See, Napa. We need to find what this town name is. So if we can find ourselves a name of sorts. Let's see. Maybe PRM barbecue. If you're not for barbecue, you need to go somewhere else. Ooh, I like maple bacon. Blueberry chocolate ice with coconut donuts. Bear claws and apple fritters are really good too. I have never heard of the iced chocolate. They're just like, is it just that's the frosting, right? Though it's I know of chocolate donuts, but I've never heard of like chocolate ice. Maple bacon. I have never understood what's so. I have never tried maple bacon. I have tried maple though, but not maple and bacon tied together. I just kind of feel like putting meat on top of sugar. It's a little weird to me, I guess. I have seen those around, maple bars with bacon on them. But coconut donuts, though, I am personally not a big fan. Oh, wait. Brookshire. That is our town name. We're on Highway 90 and everything. Maple bacon's amazing. I would imagine, mostly, the maple bar is good. Bacon is great. I just don't think they were good together. I will now have to go and try one of these donuts. I think the local Maverick has them. I don't think Krispy Kreme sells them. They sell only glazed. Alternate 90, no, I'm looking for Sugarland. Oh, Sugarland, how fitting. I remember State right with 6. Oh, if you want to talk about something funny, if you go check the YouTube channel, I have a highlight of one of the times we're doing OpenGuessr, and we found a liquor store that was reopening soon sign, and there's nothing there, and it was here and near Alvin. So, alright, we need to find... There's Barrett. Okay, so we went... So this way would taking us to Houston, as far as I'm aware. That is going eastbound. That means we're on Highway 90 on the west side of Houston. So we need to find Highway 90. If Highway 90 here, alternate Route 90. In Missouri City in Texas. There's Rosenberg. Down here, East Bernard. Lassie Eagle Lake. York Island, Sheridan. Hallettsville. Looking for Brookshire. Town of Gonzales. There's Wait, there's two different Belmonts. There's a Belmont right there. Then it was a Beaumont. Okay, so I thought we had two towns with the same names. We weren't at Gonzales. Unless I don't know where the other Route 90 is, unless... Oh, wait. Oh, here's that Route 90. Okay. I mean, if it's called Alternate 90, then give it, like, a different color name or something. Because it's hard to find. Okay, so 90 does follow Interstate 10 to a certain degree. There's Brookshire. So that is where we started on. Thank you, Water Tower. Oh, I do have to look for him? Okay. Well, you know, speaking of that, we did go onto a road that was named Bacon. So... now we gotta find it. We gotta find that. We gotta find our Bacon Street. Which, technically speaking, shouldn't be that hard for a town of this size. Let's see. We were on, I think it was... So we had to go on road here, which, oddly enough, does not give me a number. But that is Orange Tree Lane. Let's see. Orange Tree Lane. So Highway 90 is right here, so this really shouldn't be that hard to find. Orange Tree Lane. We on to Bacon Street. That turned us onto Gassner Road. Well, there's Gersham. That's weird. Are we on a Albert Road with that too? Trying to see. Like, why? Oh, is it over here? Probably over here. It's in a road that's not named. Oh no, here we go. Try this. Yeah, we're in here. There's Gosner's Road. We went up to here in Gosner, and we went down Bryant's Road to get to Highway 90. So we were like right here. And I believe this could be Bacon. That's Bacon Road. And I think this may be our road right here. Might be our road. Yeah, because we're in front of the towers. We're in front of the silos right here. This road is ours, so we need to know what this number house is. I feel kind of depressing in the case that I've been trying to look for a house for years, and the only house I can think of I could possibly get into is probably a manufactured home like this. But even then, it's like, oh yeah, the rent's like $700, but the land use is another $700. So it costs about the same rent as an actual 3-2 home. But the cost of it's like lower. But then after you get all the land use and the HOA put into the Fed, you're still paying about probably more than a normal house is. And I feel like that's kind of depressing. We got 1152. Imagine. We're like right here. Oh, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, slightly off, but that's a win. I'm not disagreeing that. That is a win right there. That's a bona fide 100% win for round 7. That is round 7 done. We are now on round 8. Let's go with round 8. We are almost out of time. We need to get to round 9. We're matching our... Round 8 gives us in a town. Oh, thank goodness. All right, good. Last time they put us in the middle of a flipping field. HTC. Okay. US 70, US 701 highway. Welcome to Sunny Stop. Well, okay. It's not a sunshiny day, alright? It's cloudy. And it looks abandoned. Welcome to Sunny Shop. Well, I'm very sure that's not so sunny day. Oh boy. That's not, that's a sad. that was like a cool name for a shop. Sunny Stop. That's awesome, you know, cool. But like no. Like, nope, it's abandoned. Dang it! Alright. This is a town. Well, not in town. I figured the highway would be in the center of town, but it may not be. Criminally good at defense. He's so good it should be a crime. Let's see. Is that takes us out of town? Well, this takes out what is here in town. That looks something. That looks like something suspicious. Kind of the weirdest spot to put a sign for. You think they put it on the right side of the road, but that's only for county road stuff. Detention facility, agriculture, and the communication center. Right? Not that I'd put the communication center right next to the prison. But you do you. Let's see. Is that a post office? Oh. That could be a post office. Communications. Can't tell what the word says. It's too blurred. Palomino Pride. I'm suspecting that this is Georgia by the look of the long trees, or it could be Florida. Unless I see a state route sign that indicate otherwise. I'm thinking this is Georgia. What do you guys think so far? Open the... Oh, it's another Dollar General. Man, those things, I find those more often. That's almost like basically a meme in itself. Is that we find like, oh, what are we gonna find? Are we gonna find a Dollar General? I wonder if, I wonder who could actually make like a bingo card and actually have it on hand or something like that. Saying, are they gonna find a Dollar General? Are they gonna find an abandoned building or something like that? Who knows? Wait a minute, here we go. South Carolina. Well, at least I was one state off at least. That is the South Carolina state route indicators. 319, huh? And also we're on 701. Looks like 701 might be a big corridor, so we might be able to see it from the far edges of the map. I see 178, 278. I don't see, 319 is a common road. And now, so if you're looking for, and again, folks, if you're looking for numbers like this on the map, you're looking for oval numbers. So bear that in mind. County roads are, oh, Homewood. There's our town name. Now, where is Homewood? I see Greenwood. Does that count? No. Honey Path, Clinton, Spartanburg. I mean, we were on 701. Oh, no, that was the other one, was it? Yeah, it was. 219. Let's see what Homewood has. Oh, there we go. Indicators. Conway. Conway is 1 mile away. But we also have Anor. Anor and Conway. Let's see. I don't think we're next to the beach. I need another road sign. We have 319 and 70 or 701. So I need another route number. Yeah, Conway is 1 mile that way. The Crosswood Prosperity. I need to find it. Yeah, this is the thing I'm looking for. If you guys see it on the map on my side, let me know. If I saw it, that means I can stop and move around. Let's see. 321s. Okay, I'm looking for Conway as the main control city. Maybe there's an interstate. That would always be helpful, because that would means I can actually pinpoint more easier with the interstate next to me. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's going to be accurate or not, but at least that's constant. Interstate's the biggest road in the bunch, so if you get the big road on your location, you should be good to go. Homewood, though. The fact is that it said Conway and Homewood. But like, this is a big road, so I should be able to see it on the map clearly. This is where I kind of feel kind of a downfall of the eastern United States, where they just could not stop themselves making U.S. routes in numbers. Especially when they get to the point where they're over in the thousands. Thousands! Yeah, this is road 7,475. You know, you could have just stopped. I could. But that would mean I'd be, stopping my job of making routes. Alright, so... Still looking for Conway and Homewood and 701 and 319 if we ever see it. I see 301, 401. There's 601. So you think 701 would be, the next one number over. There's Columbia. 378. I think there's 176. Technically speaking, we are going south. So the road's going north to south right now. There's 76. There's 411. I'm not even there. I'm not even looking in the right state. Nice and going. I do wish, though, the fact in OpenGuessr the map, the state boundaries were more, solid lines instead of dotted. That would be a very nice feature. Let's see. 601, but I'm not seeing 701. I can't go any further down there because that's not applicable. There's the state route 700, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for US Highway 701. Or basically just if we get an interstate, that'd be even better. And is that Columbia Street? Oh, look, another Dollar General. They just pop them everywhere. Up and down and all around. Okay. Cub Drive. Like, we're in Conway now. It just now is to hopefully that this road has an interstate somewhere next to it. And we can connect to. Because once I know an interstate, that means I can lock down my viewpoint. Oh, we gotta find our highway first. There's 50. Oh, wait, what's that? 501 and 378. Okay, that's good. We have 701 we need to find. There's 501, which obviously I have not seen either. I've seen 401 and 601, but I have not seen 501. But I have seen 378, which is right here. Find 378. We should find 701 because it crosses it. But it looks like 378 ends right here at this location, Enemy Heights. I don't see it go beyond any further that way. Can't go that way. Well, that's also wrong because it's in Georgia. You keep doing that. Stop that. Sorry. My bad. 378. There's 601 again. There's 521. 301. At some point, we're going to make it work all the way back, and we're going to find this road. There's Convoy. There we go. And 701 is right there. See Convoy. Yes! 701. So, and since we're heading south on this direction, so we're coming down this way somehow. We're going south, right? That means we're going this way. Because we're near Homewood. Yeah, we were near over here. So now we need to go back to our start and see if we can get beyond it. We know where we are. We know the road. Now it's just to find it. And US 701 versus Hare Nook Road. So we need to find Hare Nook. And we're nowhere near Convoy. If we head south, we would be going past Homewood. So, oh, there's Hare Nook Road right there. We found it, lads. We found it. Found it. We're on the very end of this road. Kind of like right here, it looks like to me. So we got some homes. And right off of there would be this business right here. So we're probably like close to like right here. Next to this gray house, which is this one right here facing us. And then there's a building over here, HCC Conway, the AT&T store. We crossed the highway and crossed right here, 701. Then we went south, got to Homewood, got to Conway, which allowed us to find extra roads. I believe I know that is our exact location. We're gonna do it. 3, 2, 1, go! Right on the money! That is a solid win right there for round number 8. We have 9 minutes left. So, do you think we can do one more round? That's 8 right now. We are now matching our last stream's rank. That's 8 rounds right now. So, do we try to go for 9? Alright, let's do it. Round 9. Of course they put me in a field. Oh, round 9 you say? How about a cornfield? Oh. I have to speed run this. Martha's, Lair Road, and Martha's. Always one more. But I'm now in the middle of a field, though. I could still use my refresh. Should I try a refresh? All I can say that is no way. There is no way that's Iowa corn. Iowa now has a brand of corn now. Yeah, it's not long enough. Yeah, I'm stuck on a small road. I don't even know where I am. This is nuts. Like Cheap Cheap Beach right now. And like you're just out of the middle of nowhere. Get to a main road that'll help us out, but welcome to my lair. Well, it is Lair Road. So let's see, where can we go? Over on Weber, a county. Oh no, it's a county highway. No. County Highway 2, why you put me on a county road? You could have put me in the middle of a town. I would have been so happy. You were having too much fun, Alexman. Now you're going to have a county road. In the middle of Missouri. On the corner of the most offensive intersection in all of the United States. Just to say, just my luck. That would be hilarious if they put me there. That would be hilarious. I'm not getting anywhere. No, that's a still county road. We need to get to a major road. County roads mean absolutely nothing to me. So I could change a county, and the county number 2 could turn to 1500 for all I know. May have to go overtime just to find this one location, just to mark it off the map. I also have to remind myself where we went. We were in Iowa, we were in Utah for the first time, which is a bit of a shock, actually. We were in Texas, South Carolina, Ohio today, and Wisconsin. I think that's all of them. So, if everyone remembers where we were today, leave it in the chat. Because I know when I put the automated chapters in, Studio will most likely tell me exactly what we're on a major highway now. If that's anything to go by, the Libertary Pickle Highway. All I know is we're on County Road 2, and that doesn't really help me at all. All I know is that we're going westbound on a road of some kind. Yeah, right. This can't be Iowa. It's too hilly. There's too many trees. Too green. But though, Maddie, though, that is the best line, though, so far. All I can say, that is no way that is Iowa corn. Oh, look at the cemetery. Oh. Which means we're close by somewhere. We're close by civilization, because that'd be very awesome right now. Oh, the sound, the Mario Kart track right now is so fitting for this. Baby Park. It's going crazy every time you click on that sign. When I saw a graveyard, I thought there'd be, civilization. You assumed that if a graveyard mean there was people. And by my people, I mean a town nearby. Oh, how was I so wrong? The businesses. I really wish I could. There's probably a state flag. That does not look like a state flag. No, that's a company flag. Dang it! Oh. Wait a minute. Wait. I see buildings. I see it. And what's that over there? Dollar General. Dang it! Yeah, we are in Illinois, the offices of Statewide Gutter Company, and look at that symbol. Illinois right now. Now the only question is, where? Another county road. Libertary Parent Highway 123. I was hoping for a town name. But that was obviously the unfortunate measure. Because getting county highways means absolutely nothing. If we go to another county, the number of 123 will change to something else. So unless I knew exactly on the map where each county was located, then yeah, that'd be great, but... I was hoping there'd be some civilization. There's a lot of trees in the distance there. Means there's gotta be something out here. Oh, see, there we go, Cass County. Which means after leaving that's sign. Yep, Cass County. Usually, normally the county roads numbers will change, but apparently we didn't change the number. That's a rare. That's not like, say, New York. We could be on County Road 1 and then step 2 feet away, and you're like, oh, look, now you're on County Road 275. Just because we could. Was that just a neighborhood sign of some kind? Ashland. Gateway to Jim Egger, Panther Creek, SFWA. That could be our town name. Did see it. Now I just immediately passed it. Ashland. It has a population of 1,350 people. Now I gotta find it. But it's probably not as big as you would think it'd be. Let's see if we can find something of a measure down here. This little town off in the middle of Illinois. Business district. That was business district. Yeah, I thought that'd be something different. No, hopefully we can find something of measure here. Video game. Oh, look at that! Wasbay's Place. We have video gaming, beer, ice, and etc. That's what you need, I guess. This town doesn't look that great. The town looks like it's falling apart. Well, okay, it's not. Okay, it's not Dawn, Missouri. Right. Oh, there we go. Sir, you gotta move your vehicle. I'll move it soon. It's been 20 years, and it's been sitting there. I know. I'll get to it eventually. Looks like our highway road's out of here, and we're out of town. Wow, that did not take very much. Well, the town wasn't very big, so understandably. Ashland, that's our only clue other than the fact that we're in Illinois. Now, see, technically speaking, we could play a version of this, or we can just have to figure out where the state is by just looking around and thinking where you are. I would love to do that with everyone. Like, you start in one spot, and then you have to guess in which town, what state are we in, just by looking around and seeing if you guys can figure out the state. I would be following along with you. So it's Ashland. That's what we have to find. After that, it's basically just a dip and elude to basically find where we are. Unfortunately, it's a small town, which means it's going to be zooming all the way in. I mean, we can go back the other direction and see where we go, but... Oh, wait, there we go. Wait! Oh! Yes! You're close by I-72. It is 11 miles away, but... By golly, I am glad to finally see an interstate number. Means you're close by. You're close by the interstate in some fashion. Because the Interstate 72 ends right here, so... You have to zoom in a little bit, and if we're far enough away, we should be able to see Ashland. And if we do, you'd be in very good standing. Or Alexander, for the record. Let's see if we can keep away about it and see if we can do it here. See, this is why I look for the interstate number. Because that's the number I can finally see on the map with absolute clarity. There's Dawson, River, Springfield. There's New Berlin and Berlin. Oh, there's Alexander. Okay, Alexander was 10 miles away, so that right there to here is 1 mile. And there's 123 right here. At least 123 is this way. But we're going south, aren't we? Yeah, so we're going south, so we're above this. Wait a minute, how's that work? Alexander's 10 miles away, but I-70 is 11 miles away. On the map, it says the other direction. Well, honestly, there's Ashland right there. Alright, cool. Actually, it's actually a pretty decent-sized town for a little small town like that. Okay. Now we know where we are. Now the real fun begins. We were on Liberty Parents Road. And we drove this way until we got onto, like, County Road 2 of some kind. I think that's what happened. I know that we're closer to... We're somewhere around here. Well, at least, Maddie, you were correct that this wasn't it wasn't Iowa corn. It was Illinois corn. Alright, so now we have to go back where we came. Back this direction. And reestablish our steps. We're going to make this 9 in one session. It might be overtime. Might not count, but... We got to Marshy's, and we got to Lair. And I think we went... right on Lair, I think? Yeah, we went right on Lair. So our road starting is Marcia. We went to Lane. The Bunker Hill. Dinwiddle. That's a weird name for a tent road. There's County Road. There's Highway 2. County Road 2. We know we were on there. And then we got to somewhere. It was Swain Road. 2 came because 2 turned into that. Oh, there's Lair. We went to Lair. That's right. So we went off of Lair. We off of... Is it crossing that one? Oh, it doesn't. Went off Lair. So wait, Lair crosses it? So Lair and Martha's should be... There's Martha's right there. You mean tell me if I went that way, I would have hit... I would have hit the road we were on. Look what I did. I went this way, down here, went back to 2, just to go back onto this road and come back. Oh my goodness. And we were like right here. Yeah. Got back here and we saw this little curved turn right here on the left. But if we go this way, up around here, it ends right here at this farm. Right there. We found it, lads. We found it. We're right in front of the house. Right in front of their driveway. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Oh! Take that, OpenGuessr. Take that with a grain of salt. That is our final win of the night. Whew. Well, well, well. Look at that, folks. We got 9 wins. Technically 8 if you count the one we did in Wisconsin. That was considered maybe a win/loss. So today, folks, for those a recap, we got ourselves started in Iowa, I believe, today. We got Iowa, we had Utah for the first time. We got Wisconsin, Minnesota. Or we got Wisconsin, we had Kansas, we had Missouri. Iowa, Missouri, Illinois. We had South Carolina. And we had a Texas. And I think that's about it, I think, there. So, yeah. All right, folks, we got about, if we kind of figure out where we are or something, that there will be the YouTube studio. We'll put on chapters after I get everything all processed, and we'll see what rounds we got. But we got 9 wins tonight. Let's head to our in-screen theater for everyone involved. So again, thank you everybody for jumping in, pulling with us, and enjoying the festivities tonight. Hopefully on YouTube everyone was having a jolly good time as well. I was checking, cause I have multi-stream up, and that was showing me, but only Twitch chatted tonight. So I'm hoping that those on YouTube are having a jolly good time as well. I don't know the main details who watched over there yet, but I will soon. Thank you everyone for jumping in and toying with us today. Again, for Maddie Beth and QTH for chatting with us all the entire night. Thank you very much. I made this in this new road trip of ours ready to go for session 29/session 2 on the YouTube side. As for all of us folks here in the exits, if you love, for those on YouTube, you want to follow me here on Twitch. It's on twitch.tv/AlexMan47. You can follow me here if you wish, because this is where we do all the live stuff. For those wondering, I will not be doing multi-streams for Let's Plays or Game and Chills. Those are Twitch only, because I hide my face to do the whole full screen reveal and everything, because I stream everything I record. So if you are a fan of my channel on the YouTube side of things, and you want to see the raw Let's Play before it gets scheduled to the YouTube side of things, you come over here to Twitch and you can have fun with me here. And for those on Twitch here, if you like what you see, you like my voice, the commentary, check out Alexman on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more great content, stream archive, shorts, and game and chills. Also, I'm on X, Facebook, Blue Sky, and also the fact is that we're on Discord. If you want to find out, if you want to talk to me personally or get in touch with me, mostly Discord is the best way of doing it. So that being said, next week, multi-stream of City Skylines Session 6 of City Skylines on Suncrest Bay. So YouTube will finally see me playing City Skylines for the first time. Hallelujah! On the top of the things there, but have a good night, Matt. We're gonna go raid out here as well here pretty soon. Also, if you want to check out the store for those on YouTube and Twitch, you want to check out the storefront. It's on the Fourth Wall store. Links are in the descriptions and the icons down below. You can go and check some stuff here. If you're a Twitch subscriber, you get 25% off. Or if you want to purchase something with the New Shop 47 code, it's New Shop 47 at checkout, and you get 47% off your entire order of products. You can get a hat like this, or you can get a mug, or you can get yourself a nice, decent mouse pad. And there's and much more, many more. So that being said, next week will be a City Skylines, and we'll be doing Outbound. Outbound will showing up on YouTube on Wednesday. If not, it will be. We might be busy. I might be busy on Wednesday for another big game night with local friends here on Wednesday, but that is not to be finalized yet. We'll see how that goes from there. Thursday, if I don't do a game and chill, most likely I'm going to probably do a Mario Maker stream, continuing on the endless adventure of Luigi. I believe we left him in World 13, and we need to get back with him. He's probably been sitting there tapping his toe like, "Where's Alexman? He's here. He left me here in World 13. I hate to get him back." But anyway, folks, that's going to be for me. Enough for me dawdling and everything. I think it's time to go and raid somebody. For those on YouTube, I'm just raiding here on Twitch, so there will be no raid on YouTube. I don't know how YouTube does their raids. But anyway, we'll go and raid somebody today. And how about we go? I'm going to be raiding a friend of ours. And since Maddie Beth is here with us, I'm going to raid Andros. And until next time, everybody, you guys have a fantastic night. Take care. And have a good weekend. And I will see you guys, both of you guys, on Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Get back here soon. Till now, everyone. Till now.